I got new sweatpants. Oh, these are so comfy. They are the Playboy by PacSun sweatpants. Playboy's coming in hot, okay? Like in high school, oh my God, memories. And I would go lay in a tanning bed, which please do not do this. This is, that was me being dumb and like, I mean, it was illegal. You know what? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna save that story for a minute. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. What's up? Are you chilling like a villain today? It is Sunday. It's gloomy outside. It's rainy. I'm waiting for it to be 2 p.m. so I can get my Dunkin' donuts. I am on some dumb shit today. I don't know. I actually watch some of my videos sometimes and I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm trying to rally and bounce back from drinking last night to celebrate my friend's birthday. That was the weekend before, but you know, I had other plans. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna do a cute little like get ready with me. I've had someone actually reach out to me and say, you know what, I love these videos. It's just like so genuine and authentic and it made me so happy. And so I was like, you know what, maybe I should do more get ready with me videos so you can get to know me a little bit better, see more of my personality. Let me go ahead and start getting ready. So we're gonna go ahead, just do something like a nice little purple smoky eye, very effortless, soft glam, just a little chit chat. So basically I'm gonna be juggling 2 palettes. This is a soft glam and modern renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Let me go ahead and get started with some primer. Oh, I'm gonna need a little more than that. I should call him. I need a mirror. You're gonna be my mirror. Yes, you are. Ah! Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and set it so we can forget it. Ow. Wow, I'm like really annoying today. On one. I'm killing it. Killing it in these streets. I use the Veil Hourglass. So good. Everything is amazing from them. Guys, I don't know what is wrong. Not with me, but with people. I live in this apartment building, and I promise you, the only men that hit on me are like 50 plus. And I'm like, I could be a daughter. Like, what are you doing? I don't know if it's like there's something that like, I mean, I could be very friendly, but I'm never like hitting or flirting on an old man. Does anyone else have this issue? Like, okay, so anyway, so it was gross because there is this one guy and he's like lower 50s on a good day. And when he first saw me walking into my apartment building, which I have a 2-story loft, it's kind of like secluded. So I have my like own personal entrance and exit to the building. I know, bullshit. So it's not like part of the building. It's like you walk through the building, you exit, then you go left, down the ramp. And then I was like, boop, boop, there's my door. So basically I like walked up to my door one day. I was trying to get into my house. I think I was like laying out in the pool. So this was like months ago. And he's like, oh, like you live here. I was like, the fuck does it look like I'm doing? Like, yeah, I live here. Like I'm about to enter my apartment. Like my keys in my hand and that is the door that is about to open. And so I was just talking to him, being polite, whatever, you know. And he's like, oh, like, you know, telling me he's an artist and he had a cute dog, which I now know why he has that damn dog. That dog is used as a means to an end, and it's to poach and trap girls to talk to him. And I'm like, tricky little shit. Anyway, so we're talking and he's like, oh, he's an artist. So he's like, oh, like, you know, check out my Facebook page. Oh, actually, I don't have my business card. I thought it was completely innocent. I got bamboozled, boo. Like, he leaves me a note saying that, like, we should get drinks. I'm like reading this note with his business card and I should call him. The conversation I had with him was like 2 minutes long. Like, innocent. Okay, so anyways, he gave me this note, was like, yo, hit me up. I'll get you, we can have some drinks. You can check out my artwork up in my apartment. I'm like, this dude thinks I'm about to stroll up there and like, I don't know, ask for the D? Like, no, hell no. So I left it alone. But in the midst of our conversation, he's like, what do you do here? Like, what do you like to do? And I was like, oh, I like to go to the rooftop, have like a glass of scotch or a glass of wine, just to kind of like unwind for the day, or like have a friend come up with me and just kick it, look at the beautiful skyline of downtown Dallas, or I'll go lay out by the pool. Oh, I love the pool. I'm like a solar panel. I just like soak in the sun and all that vitamin D, and I'm like, turn me up. And so mind you, apparently that night he went up to the rooftop. The following day he was at the pool. Well, because I go to the pool and I don't interact with people, I'm just like tunnel vision. I'm like, I'm in my bathing suit. Do not disturb me. Do not hit on me. Don't be creepy. Don't be gross. Just leave me alone. Like, you know, unless you're cute. Then we got a problem. But anyway, so I'm laying by the pool and all of a sudden I hear, Monica, is that you? And I'm like, oh, hey. He's like, oh my God, what are you doing here? I'm like, you know exactly what I am doing here. Do not ask me that question. You fucking weirdo. And so he's like, oh yeah, like I went up to the rooftop last night, but I didn't see you there. And I was like, uh-oh, we got a problem here. Escape. Eject, like get me out of the situation. He kept talking and talking. Like in my head, I'm like, red flag. We got a #1 stalker over here. It was past the point of being friendly and just like uncomfortable. That's what it got to. So typically when I'm out and about, I have my hair up in a pony. I don't have makeup on. Like I don't really have to have like this glam, glitz, glamour look all the time. I'm actually like more of a tomboy. Probably just like some skincare routine done so my skin's looking crisp and snatched, and like sweatpants and like a tee. Like I'm a bum basically. I only get dressed up for work or if I'm going out, and it's like, okay, time to get it together. So I was coming home from work and I was walking past through the mailroom, and he is walking through the back entrance, but I need to get through the front entrance to get to the back entrance to get to my door. You follow me? So he was taking his dog out for a walk through the back entrance and then walked in through the front of the door. The dog park is in the front of the building. Why is he going through the back entrance to walk his dog? You tell me. Okay, we're gonna switch over to eyebrows because I'm just a mess. So he sees me in the mailroom, but he doesn't recognize me because apparently I look like a whole ass another person when I have my hair and makeup done versus when I don't. Rude. He sees me and I'm like, oh, hey, like, you know, call by and saying like, hey, how are you? And he's like, who are you? I was like, oh, okay, you're being weird. This is getting weird. It's getting awkward. I'm getting awkward. So apparently he didn't recognize me. And then I ran into him again because he just keeps taking his dog through the back door. And so he runs into me later. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't recognize that was you. You look so different when you have your like hair done and makeup. And like, I was in business casual, like business professional attire because I was just coming home from work. So he basically was like, hey, like, you know, whenever you're free, let me know. Like, I would love to take you out for a drink. And I'm like, I know where this is going. I was like, oh no, like I'm sorry, I'm not like interested. He was like trying to convince me as if it would be a great idea for me to go get drinks with him by convincing me that he's a good listener. I'm like, bruh, that's what a wall is for. I just talk to the wall all day and they listen to me and it's fine. I don't need another human being to be a good listener in my life. And I was like, ooh, just got out of a relationship, like a really messy, toxic, unhealthy one, not too long ago. Like, I'm just not interested. I'm sorry. He's like, oh, like, you know, being persistent. And I was like, yo, no means no. Like, cool it. I already said no. Like, how many more times do I have to tell no? I think I saw him a couple more times and I just was like super cold. Like, it's clear that I was like, I do not want to interact with you today or ever again. I went to the pool and I have a security system. So on my phone, it tells me whether my door is unlocked or it notifies me or my alarm is like something funky is happening. So I'm at the pool and like, as soon as I like lay my towel down and like take off my like clothes, so I'm in my bikini, I get like a boop, like, hey, like your door is unlocked. And I'm like, I just fucking locked it. So I like walk over to my door and from the corner of my eye, I see homeboy walking to take out the trash to the garage. And I see him glance at me because he saw like movement and the movement was me as I'm trying to like fix my door. So I'm like staring at my door and I'm like, don't make eye contact, don't call my name. I was in a cover up when I was unlocking my door or trying to fix my door. I go and lay down and I'm like, watch, this motherfucker is gonna come over here and bother me. Mind you, not even 5 minutes later, he comes out to take out the trash and like the trash is like right by the pool too. So there's one in the parking garage, which is directly behind the back of the building. I see him and I'm like, he is gonna make up some damn excuse to go to the pool. I'm laying there and I see him walking by from the corner of my eye and I ignore him. I don't make eye contact. I don't do anything. I'm like, I'm not entertaining this fool. And all of a sudden I hear, Monica, is that you? I'm like, mm-hmm. What are you doing out here? Laying out. Oh, how have you been? Good. And I just watch him walk away. I ended up reaching out to a realtor that actually helped me get this place. I found it on Craigslist. So janky, but it was like the best. Craigslist the shit, guys. Like, if you don't use Craigslist, I mean, obviously you have to be smart about it, but like if you don't use Craigslist, you are not even living your life, like for real. I basically reached out to my real estate agent, AKA friend-ish acquaintance that lives in this building too. I was like, hey, do you know this guy? You know, this is how he looks like maybe 50s, kind of like husky, has a husky, da-da-da. And she's like, yeah, what about him? I'm like, do you get like a weird vibe from him? She's like, yeah, I thought he was super friendly, but then my boyfriend was like, dude, that's beyond friendly. Like, homeboy's making a pass on you. And then ever since then, I've seen him around, but I have noticed he uses his dog to get women. You know how like you're always like, dude, if you want to pick up a girl, get a dog. This guy took that and ran with it. Like, he is doing more than that at this point with that damn dog. So yeah, that was my first love affair with a creepy old man. Then I have my UPS guy, which started off because I had my furniture delivered to my place, and one of them I ordered through a website, this actual futon. So it was delivered, but I wanted to make sure I was there so it wouldn't get lost. And so I was, you know, concerned that I wouldn't be able to find this package, or someone would take it, or it would get lost or delivered to the wrong place, whatever. So I end up getting a call at work from a random number, and I pick it up and it's like, hey, like I just dropped off your package and it was raining. And I was like, oh crap, like, you know, I need to go home real quick and like grab it. And he's like, and I tucked it away, like kind of by the side of your unit, because there's like a little covered area, because it's raining, it won't get wet. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And I was like, hey, like, do you think I could lift that package by myself? I'm about to come home and do it, but is it light enough for me to go pick it up myself? He's like, yeah, I think you can do it. And that was that, right? Like, I was just like, oh, what a nice, friendly UPS guy. Fast forward to, of course, I'm buying stuff and my packages are getting delivered here. And it basically was like, he would deliver the package and he would like linger outside my door after he knocked Like typically you'd like knock on the door, ring the doorbell, and then you drop off the package and you go. Bam, you have so much to do. Like you don't have time to patiently wait for someone to open the door, especially if they're like in the bathroom or something, you know? So I just see him like lingering outside my door and I'm like, that's weird. It was like maybe like 30 seconds. I opened the door, I'm like, hey. He's like, oh, I have this package for you. I'm like, thanks. That's so nice of you. Weird. So my friend at work, she has a other side hustle where she also works for UPS. So I kind of like brought it up to her. I was like, I can't tell if I'm tweaking or I'm like paranoid, but like, is this weird? Do UPS drivers do this? And she's like, yeah, right. She's like, in your dreams, do they just drop that package and they move on with their life? Like they can't be lingering or wandering. Like, what do you mean? So I told her and she's like, yeah, that's weird. If it keeps happening, I would report it because that's not professional and that's not what they should be doing. I basically was like avoiding going to my house at the time frames that homeboy was dropping packages off. And I think at one point I ran into him outside and he was like, again, the back entrance. And so he was coming down through the back entrance, I guess heading over to his truck. And he's like, oh, hey, like, you know, just starting conversation. I was like, hey, how are you? Like, nice to see you. And then it turned into, he's like, hey, I think I saw your husband the other day. Like, do you have a husband? Like, or what do you say? He's like, I think I saw your husband the other day, like getting into his truck. And I look at him and I don't say anything. And I just like stare at him. And he's like, was that your husband? And I'm like, mm-hmm. He's like, oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I saw him like leaving your unit and then heading over to his truck. And I'm like, mm-hmm, that's my husband. And I was like, and he's like, okay. And I was like, have a good one. Like I ended it like right there. I was like, that's fucking weird. Like what? At that point, I was like, this shit's fucking getting weird. Again, I went to work and I was like, dude, you won't believe what fucking happened to me yesterday. The UPS driver passively asked me if I was married or seeing someone or had a husband. And she's like, bruh, that's fucked up. And I'm like, I know. I was like dumbfounded. I was like, this is one ballsy ass motherfucker. He is, again, like 50 years old. And I'm like, I can be your daughter. And I'm like 28, but I look younger than I actually am. So it's like, that shit just grosses me out. Like, please be like age appropriate. Just like, let me ask around and like see if she knew him or like, you know, like what steps would I need to take to like get this taken care of. So basically at a certain point I just avoided, like that's so sad. I avoided coming home during the times that a package would get dropped off. And then I started using my brother's name on the package. So it looked like, you know, I was like, dude, I don't care what I'm buying at this point. I'm buying shit and I'm hoping it's UPS so they can see my brother's name. I'm just mortified of this guy making a move. Like that was me being passive aggressive, like passive in the sense of like, bruh, leave me alone. I don't think he got the hint. And then eventually, what happened? Oh, I had a friend over and we were getting food. No, I think I was letting him into my building, so I have to go through the front because I didn't set up my like little call box. So I was getting him through the front, and as we were walking down the ramp, there's the UPS guy, and my friend knew about this. So my friend knew about all this, and the UPS guy was like, you know, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. And apparently he was behind me, and he gave him like the meanest, mean mugging look ever. And he was like so proud of himself afterwards. I'm like, wow, you're so special. Like you just mean mugged the UPS guy. Okay. And so basically after that point, the UPS guy has left me alone. How does this happen to me? Why? God damn. Old men are thirsty. They're thirsty for the young ones. I'm like a little baby. Okay, that is the look. We are done with my eyes. Oh my gosh, I look so pretty. I'm gonna put my touch-up primer on. Oh, it smells so good. Using my NARS concealer. I forgot about this sucker. I had it like tucked away in the back drawer. Another thing is, so I'm wearing these cute sweatpants that I've been dying to get. My sister is obsessed with streetwear. And so I do streetwear, but like I'm also a minimalist, so I can't be like having a full-on closet full of streetwear. Like that's her thing. And I'll let her have it. She's like living her best life right now. She's like, watch out, Monica, I'm coming for you. You're not gonna be the hot sister anymore. And I'm like, you think I'm bothered? Okay. And one of the new favorite brands of hers is Playboy. So Playboy and PacSun have collaborated. I've been checking out their stuff online and it's super, super cute. Of course, getting something with Playboy, scandalous. But they've had some of the cutest like jeans, like sweatpants and just like comfy clothes. And I'm here for like a moment, like a little Playboy moment. But anyways, it's funny because she's over here trying to be like, I'm the OG of Playboy, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, first of all, you're like 10 years old, chill. She's actually like 19. Second of all, I was into Playboy before you were into Playboy. So how about let's chill it there. So if we're gonna be the OG out of the two of us, I got you beat because I was first of all born before you. And second of all, I was maybe 16 and I figured out a way to go to a tanning bed without having your parents having to sign paperwork and authorizing. Completely illegal. Don't know how I was able to work my way with this. Like, I mean, please don't do it. It's so bad for you. It's not good. It's bad for your skin, bad for your soul. But anyways, when you go into tanning bed, they have stickers that you can use. And so one of the stickers was a Playboy sticker. So every time I lay down, I had like a little sticker on my hip and I was like, wow, look how dark I am. Wow, look how cute I have my little Playboy sticker. This is what all the Midwesterner, like Chicago girls that were like trying to prove something, I don't know what I was thinking, did. Like, it's so dumb looking back. Basically, I was like, girl, like I was the OG before you were the OG because I was laying in tanning beds and had Playboy sticker on my hip to like define how dark I got. Like, I need to get a life. So anyways, I ended up getting these really cute sweatpants. Finally, I've been dying. My sister got me them and she got me like a small or something. I'm like, okay, just because you lost 30 pounds and you're like the size of my pinky now does not mean that somehow this weight has translated and switched over to my body like as small. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with you? So she gave me them and I'm like drowning in these pants. I'm like, this asshole would totally get me the wrong size just to tease me, because these were sweatpants that I was like, I want them and I need them. And she's like, don't worry about it, I'll get it for you for Christmas. Thinking she'd get me like the right size. No, she didn't. She hates me, she's jealous. And so finally I got them and I'm wearing them and they're in my size, so they fit me and I'm not like drowning in them. Oh my God, tanning and tanning beds. Ew, what else did I do in high school that was like really annoying? Oh my God, I'd wear like volleyball shorts. Like I'd never played the sport in my life. Okay, so I don't know where I came up with this idea, but I would get like the neon volleyball shorts, which are basically like just like running, like tight running shorts. So have my sweatpants hang from my butt so my neon volleyball shorts could show. And I'm like, how did I not get an in school for this? Like, this is so inappropriate. Oh my God, so my 10-year reunion is coming up and I'm super excited. I mean, there is the pandemic going on, you know, that's always fun, but I'm excited to see everyone. And really, because I was bullied in high school. And so I'm just like fascinated to see these assholes that bullied me, like see how they are doing. Like, are you still like a jerk or did you finally get your life together? Is anyone else just like super curious about stuff like that? Like people that were complete jerks to you, you're like, I wonder how they're doing. Not that I go out of my way to stalk anyone. Oof, Facebook is a rabbit hole. My friend and I sometimes are like, dude, did you see this? And we're like, on the computer. She's like, bitch, did you see this? And I'm like, no, her? Or shit, him? Next thing you know, we're looking at the phone. We're like, dude, we've been talking for 4 hours, talking shit about people. And I'm like, what a beautiful thing. Oh, she's so cute. Damn, I went off on a tangent today with all these like stories and stuff that I had to share. I'm like, I've just been bursting at the seams, waiting to just talk to you guys about my life. Setting spray, Urban Decay, all day, air day, didn't it? Oh, Bridgerton? Oh, the Duke is fine as he is gorgeous. Fine, beautiful. Oof. Has anyone else watched this show, Bridgerton? Good luck with that, dude. I watched that show and I was like, he is a very handsome man. So basically the Bridgerton, I don't know, how would you describe it? It's almost like, I like how I'm just like, what's up to my house? Like, get it. I would say Bridgerton is basically like a story set on how like back in the royalty days when they would have like the women, like, you know, the female specifically from a royal family, or like whether it's like a lordship or dukeship. I don't even know what these terms mean. I need to go do my research. Essentially the females would go and like poach for their husband, which would be a prince, a lord, a duke, you know. And so this one in particular is steamy, it's hot, it's a saucy show. It's so good. I love it. I loved it so much. I watched it in like 3 days. And they're coming out with season 2 and I'm so excited. And it's basically like a little love story, you know, between the Duke and, oh, I forget her name. I mean, the Duke's really the most important one, let's be real. This mascara, guys, stunning. You need to get you some. Look at that. That is so beautiful. And then look at you. I'm so weird when I pick out shows. Like, first of all, Netflix, you need to get on this and figure out how to filter shows based off ratings, because I only watch MA TV shows. It's just like more interesting that way. Oh, voila! I am ready to run errands and am looking cute while doing it. Ow. Okay, so this is just a cute little, again, like purple-ish smoky eye. I'm gonna go run some errands. Today was so weird. I was not expecting to talk about my 50-year-old men that stalk me at my building. That was a really weird, yeah. See, that's why I like kind of just like winging it. Like, you know, you just like, I speak from the soul. But yeah, if you like more of these, please let me know. Say hi below. Let me know if you've ever had like a creepy, weird stalker experience. Also, let me know if you have purchased anything from the PacSun by Playboy apparel line. Ugh, their stuff is so good. If I can buy everything, because I would have the closet space, I would do it, and the money. That's a lot of money. But yeah, let me know. And if you watch Bridgerton, get on it. Stop watching this now and go there. That's way more important, duh. Let me know what you think, because the Duke is fine. Yeah, I think I might watch the show again today because it's just so good. Thank you for watching, you know, my channel. Please subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Say hi, hit the like. Have a good one, guys. Be safe in these streets. It's wild out there. And until the next one, bye, guys. Give him IIT, I mean my body so out of this girl. Change my app to Astro World. People say I'm too full of myself. You're right, and I ain't even made dessert.